Okay guys, welcome to a video tutorial today on chain reactions. Today we are going to understand the role, our learning intention is about understanding the role of chain reactions in the Rube Goldberg machine. By the end of this lesson, if you can both define what a chain reaction is and identify a number of chain reactions in different Rube Goldberg machines, then you will have been successful in today's lesson. So, a chain reaction is a chemical reaction or other process in which the products themselves promote the spread of the reaction, or promote or spread the reaction. So chain reactions are actually seen everywhere in life, not just in Rube Goldberg machines. But essentially what we're saying here is that the product of the reaction of this, so something at the start, causes the reaction of this, the second one, which in turn causes the reaction of this here, which in turn causes this reaction. And when they're all put together in a chain reaction, it's called a chain of events. And you've probably heard some of these terms used before, because like I said before, they're not just in Rube Goldberg machines. Chain reactions are seen everywhere, including in day-to-day life. I'm sure many of you can think of a chain reaction where somewhere in your life, one thing caused another thing, caused another thing, caused another thing. I'm thinking how a seemingly, non-conspicuous fight with your sibling then caused something else to happen, which caused something else to happen, which both meant you were in way, way, way more trouble. So the reaction of one thing causes another, causes another, causes another. That's what a chain reaction is, and it often causes a chain of events. So there's this really amazing Rube Goldberg machine YouTube video that I want you to watch, and it's attached to this post. Now, Rube Goldberg machines, as you learnt at the start, are just essentially a series of chain reactions, all with the purpose of eventually performing a very simple task. However, the construction of Rube Goldberg machines is done by putting together a series or different chain of events. The reaction of, or the consequence of one process usually promotes or reacts another process to happen. So it goes for 4 minutes and about 30 seconds, 26 seconds, and I'd really encourage you to watch it. For the moment, we're just going to get two, maybe, I think they're about 5-second clips and break down the reactions that are happening. So here's the first one. There was a number of different processes which either promoted or caused another reaction to happen. Here's the second one. If we look at those two, the salt, which is what we'll call the first one, the rolling of the salt down the book at about 10 seconds caused a reaction with the spatula. So it promoted, it didn't actually then cause the next thing, cause the spatula to fall, but it hit the spatula, which then fell and made impact with the can and caused the can to roll or fall down. The teacups, which was the second example, the cup with the ball, you kind of see it swing around the table at about 35 seconds. It's then stopped by the deck of cards. Now, you'll notice that then the ball slides out of the cup. Now, the deck of cards was the second thing in the process. It didn't necessarily cause, but it promoted the ball to roll out of the cup because it hit and stopped. Yeah, and the deck of cards then wasn't involved after that, but it promoted that cup to then fall out or slide out and roll down. It then hits the weight on the end of the string. Now that teapot is held up with like what appears to be like a paddle pop stick, but the hitting of the weight caused the string to pull back. That paddle pop stick then drops and in turn promotes the teapot to roll down. So it either causes or promotes a reaction in a chain reaction in a Rube Goldberg machine. So, the rolling of the salt can obviously cause the spatula to move, or it can simply, its absence promotes something to happen, as was the case with the paddle pop stick and the teapot. And that's it, guys. Today you'll be looking at a number of different Rube Goldberg machines, doing a bit of research yourself, and mimicking what we did here by recounting the different chain reactions that you see in Rube Goldberg machines.